In this problem, I'm given two quadratic equations and asked to solve them using an appropriate method of my choice. And I usually start by graphing just to get a sense of what's going on with the equation. So x squared minus 3x minus 10 is my first equation. And I'm just going to graph that on a standard window just to see what's going on here. That's a very nice graph. It looks like it's passing through 5 and -2 on the x-axis. So those are very nice numbers. I'm going to take a chance that I'm going to be able to factor here. If I can factor, that's the fastest and easiest way to solve a quadratic. So I'm going to start with x and x. -10, I have to have opposite signs. I see that I have -3, which means I want a -5 and a +2. So if I double check, I have x squared plus 2x minus 5x is minus 3x. Minus 5 times 2 is minus 10. Now all I have to do is set each of my linear factors to 0. So x minus 5 equals 0, or x plus 2 equals 0. So x equals 5. Or x equals -2. I'm going to rewrite those in order of the most negative first. So x1 is -2 and x2 equals 5. For part B, I'm going to go ahead and write my equation in standard form. So I'm going to add 10 to both sides. Then I'm going to graph. So go back to my y equals. Clear out my equation and enter x squared minus 6x plus 10. Graph on a standard window. This graph does not cross the x-axis. That means I can't solve by graphing. I can't solve by factoring. There are no real solutions to this equation. My solutions are going to be complex. So let me identify my a value, b value, and c value, and use the quadratic formula. So a is 1, b is -6, and c is 10. So I'm going to go with x equals -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. And then all of that is over 2a. That equals -6 is a +6 plus or minus the square root. -6 squared is a +36 minus 4 times 10 is 40. All of that is over 2. That gives me 6 plus or minus the square root of -4 over 2, which is 6 plus or minus square root of 4 times the square root of -1 over 2, which is 6 plus or minus 2, square root of 4 is 2, square root of -1 is I over 2. Now don't cancel these 2's. We still need to write the numerator with 2 as a factor if we want to do that. So 3 plus or minus I over 2. The 2's now will factor because I have a common 2 to each term in the numerator, leaving me with my two solutions are 3 plus or minus I. So let's go ahead and write this as x1 equals 3 minus I, and then x2 equals 3 plus I.